Hello students, in our today's lecture of the Financial Accounting Chapter 2, Profit and or Loss prior to incorporation, in which we are going to study the practical number 2. From the following information of the Colaba Limited, find out the pre and post incorporation profit and state what percentage divided can be declared by the company to its shareholders. Date of purchase of business 1/1/2010. Date of receipt of the certificate of the incorporation 1/5/2010. Gross profit 17,270. Various expenses are given. Then amount of salary includes director's fee 3,000. That means in the salaries total 3,000 of the director fee is included. Income, rent received 120 and interest received 60. Sale for the month of January, May, August were 1.5 times the average sale of the financial year. Sales for the month of the September was twice the average sales, and the sale for the February is 1.5 the average sale, where the sales for the remaining period were uniform. This information given to find out the sales ratio. Then 8th point, the issue and paid up capital of the company is 1 lakh. The accounting year company ends on 31st December 2010. So let's start the calculation of the practical number 2. First we start with the step number 1, time ratio. Date of purchase is given 1/1/2010. Certificate date 1/5/2010, and again end of the year is 31st December 2010. So January to April 4 months, and May to December 8 months. 4:8 is equals to 1:2. This is the time ratio. Time ratio is 1:2. Now step number 2, sales ratio. Carefully understand the sales ratio. What is the information is given? All the January, May, August or various kind of months sales is given on the basis of the average sales. So how we will find? Let's see carefully. First we will write all the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. First we will write all the months. Then what is given? That January, May and August were 1.5 time of the average sale. That means in the month of January, May and August, the sales is 1.5 of the average. We don't have the average sale, so we directly put simply 1.5. In the which month? January, we will write 1.5. In May, 1.5, and September 1.5. Then for the month of the September was a twice than average. In the month of the September, so it was in August. In the month of the September, that is a twice than average. So in the month of the September, it is twice. So we will write 2. Then for the sale of the February, 1.5 of the average. 1/2 of the average. 1.5 and 1/2, both our terminologies are different. 1.5, that means 1.5, and 1/2, that means in the month of February. Where sales for the remaining period were uniform. The remaining period sales were uniform. First we have to find out how much total of this month is given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 months sales is given. Let's total it out. So 1.5 we can write like this, 3/2, right? 2 ones are 2, 2 plus 1 3, 3/2. So let's total it. 3/2 plus 1/2 plus 3/2 plus 3/2 plus 2. 5 months total. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's solve the 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 6, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10. It will come 10/2 plus 2. 10/2 plus 2. These two remain as it is. 5 2s are 10. 5 answer. 5 plus 2 is equals to 7. So total of this 5 month is 7. Now we have to find out this month's sales, remaining months sales. So how many months were there? 12. Out of 5 months total is 7. So 12 minus 7. 12 minus answer 7. 12 minus 7. It will come 5. It will come 5. These 5 numbers are bifurcate in the how much months? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. ये 5 है जो टोटल 5 नंबर्स आया, रिमेनिंग पीरियड का वेटेज आया 5 वेटेज, वो कितने महीनों में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा? या वो रिमेनिंग मंथ्स में. रिमेनिंग मंथ्स कितने हैं? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. सो वेटेज आया 5, वो कितने मंथ में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा? 7 मंथ में. तो रिमेनिंग पीरियड का यूनिफॉर्म सेल्स कितना हुआ? 5/7. सो हम यहाँ पे लिखेंगे 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, 5/7 in the all the remaining months we will write 5/7. दूसरी बार समझाती हूँ. जिस हिसाब से सेल्स दिया गया है उस हिसाब से सेल्स लिखेंगे, उसका टोटल करेंगे. उसका टोटल आया 7. उसमें से हमारे पास कितने मंथ होते हैं? ईयर में सिर्फ 12 मंथ्स होते हैं. तो 12 में से टोटल आएगा वो हम माइनस करेंगे और हमें बाकी का महीने का वेटेज मिलेगा. वो वेटेज रिमेनिंग मंथ्स में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा. यहाँ पे रिमेनिंग मंथ 7 थे तो 7 आया. सो आंसर आया 5/7. समझ में आया? अब हम देखेंगे प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड एंड पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड. प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड है 4 months. That means January to April. So pre incorporation period is this and remaining period is post incorporation. So first we have to find out the pre incorporation period sales ratio. So pre incorporation ratio का टोटल निकालते हैं. 1.5 we can write like 3/2 plus 1.5 plus 5/7 plus 5/7. ग्रुप एलिमेंट लगा के हम इसको सॉल्यूशन लाएंगे. 3 plus 1 4/2 plus 10/7. Let's cross multiply it and solve it. Hope you know the solution of this. 48/14. We can again simplify it. 7 2s are 14. That means 7 come, and 24 2s are 28. So answer is 24/7. 24/7. प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड का आंसर क्या आया 24/7। अब रिमेनिंग मंथ से उसका टोटल करके हमें पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड निकालना है। पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन का टोटल क्या है 3/2 प्लस 5/7 प्लस 5/7 प्लस 3/2 प्लस 2 प्लस 5/7 5/7 5/7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 हो गया, एक गलत हो गया 1 2 3 4 5 8। यहाँ प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड कितने मंथ का है 8 मंथ का, तो यहाँ पे 8 मंथ आने चाहिए 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8। अगेन ग्रुप सिस्टम करके हम यहाँ पे सॉल्यूशन करेंगे 3/2 प्लस 3/2 प्लस 2। सेकेंड ग्रुप इज 5/7 प्लस 5/7 प्लस 5/7 प्लस 5/7 प्लस 5/7। How much time 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5. So here it will come 6/2 plus 2 plus 1 2 3 4 5 24/7। डिनोमिनेटर सेम करते हैं तो आंसर आएगा 4/2। 6 plus 4 10/2 plus 25/7। क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके आंसर लेते हैं आंसर आएगा 120/14। अगेन 7 2s are 14 60 2s are 120। आंसर आया 60/7। ये कैलकुलेशन बेसिक मैथमेटिक कैलकुलेशन है, फ्रैक्शन का एडिशन है, वो आपको आना चाहिए। प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड का आंसर आया 24/7। पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन का पीरियड का आंसर आया 60/7। सो दोनों साइड डिवाइड में 7 है तो वो कैंसिल हो जाएगा, आंसर आएगा 24/60। बाइफिकेट कर सकते हैं, सिंप्लीफाई कर सकते हैं, हाँ कर सकते हैं। कैसे करेंगे 12 के टेबल में दोनों आते हैं, यानी कि 12 2s are 24 एंड 12 5s are 60। आंसर इज 2:5। सेल्स रेशियो इज इक्वल्स टू 2:5। फिर से देख लो कैसे करते हैं। जिस हिसाब से बाइफिकेशन दिया गया है ईच मंथ का वो लिखेंगे, बाद में रिमेनिंग मंथ्स के जो वेटेज है उसके हिसाब से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके रिमेनिंग यूनिफॉर्म सेल्स फाइंड करेंगे। उसके हिसाब से प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड एंड पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड का टोटल करेंगे। टोटल आएगा दोनों का, ये टोटल में से हमें रेशियो निकालना है जो आया 2/5। इस तरह के ही सम एग्ज़ाम में पूछे जाते हैं। ये सम एज पर द कच्छ यूनिवर्सिटी गाइडलाइंस और पेपर पैटर्न 9 मार्क्स का पूछा जाता है। ये सिर्फ सबसे पहले हमने टाइम रेशियो निकाला, फिर सेल्स रेशियो निकाला, वो है 2/5। अब हम स्टेप नंबर 3 फॉर्मेट बनाएंगे और फॉर्मेट के हिसाब से डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करेंगे। ये हमने फॉर्मेट बनाया है। पर्टिकुलर बेसिस प्री इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड एक्सपेंस एंड इनकम, पोस्ट इनकॉर्पोरेशन पीरियड एक्सपेंस एंड इनकम। फर्स्ट वी स्टार्ट विद द ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट। Gross profit distribute on the basis of the sales ratio. Sales ratio is 2:5. Total gross profit is given 17,290. 17,290 into 2/7. It will come 4940 and 12,350. Then we will write all the income first. So income is given, rent received 120 and interest received 60. Rent received are distributed on the time ratio. Time ratio is 1:2. Rent is rupees 120, so it will come 40, 80. Then interest received again based on time, 1:2. So 90 into 1 by 3, it will come 30 and 60. Then we will deduct all the expenses. We will start with the expense salary 12,000, but there is a information given as the amount of the salary includes rupees 3,000. Remember one thing, there is total salaries 12,000. Out of 3,000 it is director's fee. So remaining 9,000 is a salary. Right? So first we deduct salary on the basis of time. Only 9,000 rupees we will distribute. Just because director's fee come only on the post incorporation period. So salary 9,000 distributed on the basis of the time 1:2. 3,000, 6,000. And now director's fee only on post incorporation period 3,000. Then preliminary expense written off 270. Preliminary expense always come in the post. So here we will write post incorporation period 270. Then bad debts. Remember one thing, bad debts distributed among the credit sale basis, but whenever credit sales is not given, you can distribute on the sales ratio. So sales basis or turnover basis 2:5. So total bad debts is 140. It will come 40 and 100. Then miscellaneous expense. On the basis of time 2:1. Miscellaneous expenses 150. So 150 into 1 divided by 3. 50 and 100. Sorry, interest received, I have mistaken over here. I will take it as a 90, but it is a 60. 60 distributed on the time. So it will come 20 and 40. 20 and 40, total is 60. Now we will calculate all of this, total of the income less expense. Find out the net profit. Net profit. So 4940 plus 40 plus 20, 5,000 minus 3,000 minus 90. It will come 1910 as a net profit of the pre-incorporation period. Then post-incorporation period, ₹3,000. Net profit is 3000 rupees. This is how we have completed our sum. If your sales ratio is false, or you cannot find the sales ratio, the whole sum you cannot solve it. Just many of them are based on the sales ratio, right? So carefully know the calculation of the sales ratio as well as time ratio. Thank you.